Hello everybody, welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be comparing the old Ornot bar bag with the new one. And I don't think you can actually get the old one anymore, so going to be answering the question, if you have the old one, should you upgrade? And just in general, what they did to the bag that I already loved to make it even just a better bar bag. So as you can see right here, we got both of the versions of the bag. This is the old version, if you did not know. So we'll talk a little bit about the old version first and then dive into the new one. So in the old version, the zipper is just on the top. You do have two side pockets where, they promote a phone carry. I was never a fan of the phone carry in the old version, but I have tried it in the new one and it is very solid in the new one. And just kind of works. So you have two side pockets. What I would use these side pockets for is essentially snacks, either a little tripod or trash. It's a really good way to keep trash because if anything leaks or is melting, like a chocolate bar, it won't get all over your things inside. So the side pockets really came in handy. And I'm not traditionally a fan of bagging, wrappers and trash in jerseys because then I forget them and then they go through the wash. So side pockets were clutch for that. The old bar bag had fixed mounts on the straps, so you couldn't position them where you wanted it. It was kind of, you're just given a position. And this really was cumbersome when it came to positioning your lights, mounts for your bicycle computer, whatever it may be. They got in the way a lot. So a lot of the times they would be positioned there, but to get them around a bar and to avoid a light, you'd have to kind of wrap them sideways or inside because that's the only way that they fit. And then this cord was a little bit beefier in the old one, which I don't know if I like the new one. It's a little bit slimmer. I definitely don't think you need as big of a cord as this, but it works and that's just what they provide. It is, well, it used to be like a bungee. Maybe it's not a bungee. I guess that's the difference. The new cord has a little bit of bungee flex to it. And as you can see, comparing them, it was beefier in the old version. And that's just gives you 3 positions in the old version, 3 positions in the new version, just to hold your bag so it's not shaky when you're riding. As far as inside goes, it's very quick to review the old one. It had absolutely no compartments or anything inside. It was just one big pocket, which some people like. I was never a big fan of the one single pocket because it's just like a hole. You got to dig your stuff out. There's no sense of organization whatsoever. Last thing that they have was these little sort of like molly straps that you can attach certain things to. I never once used these for anything. They would probably work well for like a front headlight if you have it on a clip. But that is it. That is basically the old bag. Let's talk about the new bag. Before we do that though, I do want to say that the old bag, before comparing it to the new bag, was an excellent bag. And then they came out with the new one, which it really diminishes the quality of this bag because it is so much better. And they added a few tweaks that I'm really, really excited to have in a bar bag. I also think that the old bag was kind of pushing the new standard for a bar bag in the bike industry. The bar bag used to be just one big pocket with nothing else whatsoever. And so by adding the side pockets that they have in the old bar bag, that was kind of like stepping it up a level in the bicycle bar bag game, in my opinion. I don't think anyone had come out with something like this. So when this was released, this was kind of game changing. And now again, they've done that, but with their new release. So let's check out the new bar bag. Here it is. This is the black colorway. They have black, coyote brown, and a white version. And the biggest thing you'll notice right away from the top down shot is the zipper is fantastic. It doesn't just stop at the top, it actually turns the corner and lets you have much greater access just from that one corner turn. Inside the bag, There is a tiny organization pocket. Well, not tiny. I guess it uses like a fourth of the bag, but it is a zippered pocket, so you can open that up, put a slim wallet, or put anything valuable that you don't want bouncing out. Sometimes when you are riding with the bar bag, you may, want to grab a snack out of it. You go to grab a snack, and then you have to have your hands back on the bars, so you don't really have time to close it. So it just kind of, you're riding with the bag open. It's really nice to have this zipper pocket in case you have something valuable that you don't want bouncing out of there in the middle of a ride. It also has a key clip. I don't usually ride with keys, to be honest, because I have a garage code and I just go through the garage. But if you were someone to ride with keys, that is fantastic. Or just putting like a bike lock key if you're carrying a bike lock somewhere else. That's a good place to have a backup key as well. That's the inside. Let's talk about these straps. So instead of going with fixed straps, they gave you two positions, and they're going with little volley straps. What I really love about the volley straps, not only can you adjust the positioning, but they're much skinnier. So bar real estate is pretty prime when you're adding lights and a Garmin. And as you can see here, the strap is half the size of the old one. So when it comes up around your bars, it's not going to be taking a ton of bar real estate, which is, I think, a really great decision by Ornot to use these instead of a fixed strap. Also, I mean, the fixed strap was very, very solid. I don't see that breaking anytime soon. But if one of these did break, you could just buy a replacement set. So there you go. On the back side of the bag, you have two cargo pockets. And like I mentioned before, the strap to kind of adjust it and get it firm on your bike is a little different. It's a little bungier. It's a skinnier bungee. On the front side of the bag, you have another huge cargo pocket. This, I think, would be great for like a windbreaker rain jacket layer. This new version of the bag is also made from X-Pack, so much more water resistant than the old bag was. The little Molly strap is on the top of the bag, but with the shape of the bag, it kind of sits downwards when you are riding with it. So it's not actually the top, but it's kind of the downward facing angle. This made me question too. I know Ornot's big into not flashing their logo everywhere on their products, but I do question if this would have been better positioned somewhere up here, because when you actually have it on the bike, it leans forward. So the logo would have been, I think, better there. Of course, when it's off the bike, like right now, the logo looks great where it is. It's in a prime position. Got a little Ornot tag here on the side. And then the side pocket now is a little bit bigger access point than what it was before, or at least it seems that way. I think the stitching window where it opens is just a little wider than before. On the bottom of the side pocket, you do have the mesh. So you can see there it's mesh. So again, it's a nice option if you want to put your trash from your snacks or goos or gels, whatever, in that side pocket. Oh, one huge, huge win for the new bag. The old one, when it was on your bars, I always had trouble zipping it with one hand. Now this zipper is well broken in, so it can do that. But I remember when I first got this bag, it was kind of a pain doing it with one hand. Whereas this one, when it's on your bars, even though it has this corner to turn, it's really easy and effortless to zip and unzip. So that is a huge win. Whatever zipper changes they made there, huge win for the new bag. What do you guys think about the new version? Did you have the old version? If you've never had a bar bag, would you consider buying this new version? I think it's an excellent bar bag. I think they're pushing the standard when it comes to bar bags, because the cargo pockets, the different ways of looking at making a bar bag. The corner turn zipper lets you put in different size gear in there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to taking this out on some longer rides. I've only really done commutes with it, but really looking forward to using this in the future. So that is it, the comparison between both Ornot. And these are the large bar bags. They do make a smaller bar bag. And I know the size might not be for everybody, but I do think you can fit plenty of stuff in the large bar bag. And this combined with like a saddle roll or some sort of tool roll in the rear of your bike is a perfect combination in my opinion. So there you go, old versus new. Is it worth upgrading if you have the old? I would think absolutely 100%. You won't regret it. Just the quality of the bag and the new features makes it way better than the old one. Again, this is a great bag. I'm actually going to gift this old bag to my neighbor who just purchased a gravel bike. I'm going to gift this old bag to him and give him my old Wahoo Bolt. So we're going to build his bike up later today, and I'm going to surprise him with this bag. Hopefully he didn't buy a bag yet. And yeah, thanks to Ornot for sending this bar bag out. Like I said, I paid for the first one myself. They sent this one because I've been working with them this year. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.